So at the moment, a lot of the world powers are kind of at peace with each other, but they're attacking other regions like the Middle East. So Iran is facing two foes right now. The British decided to attack out here in the east, and Saudi Arabia joined in. So I don't know exactly what is going to happen to Iran here. The war score is not on their side for the most part. The British already have 18 war score, and the Saudis have 2. The Saudis just joined in. This is an imperialist war that the Saudis decided to declare. And same thing goes for the British as well. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. Let's also keep in mind that the Russians are going after Uzbek, which I don't know, not really surprising. Again, the Russians are continuing to accumulate power, and it seems like the Russians are going to be even stronger than the Soviet Union once was. So we need to keep in mind that both of these regions are definitely going to be changed by, I would say, in a few years. Not even by the end of the video. It's going to happen like almost immediately because Iran is down to about a 25 stack as the British are kind of pushing forward from the Eastern Front. We're going to see the Saudis join in. Yep, the Saudis they're not as powerful as the British. Obviously not, but they still will kind of deal. I think what will happen is the Saudis will wait until the British peace out, and then the Saudis will be able to accumulate their own power. Luckily for the Saudis, they're the only ones that control this region here, this front. So the British probably won't be able to cut them off. I think the British are just trying to extend out British India, or maybe, give more British Arabian lands as well. They could maybe potentially get, is this Bahrain? Bahrain's here, I think, right? Yeah, that's Bahrain. They already have control of Bahrain. They could always take things across the Persian Gulf if they wanted to. What the heck was that? Oh, and is the war over? What just happens? Whoa, something just switched. All right, so something just happened right now. What the heck? Okay, so the British peaced out. France is at war with who? Thailand and Thailand and China. Okay, we need to watch that. Also, let me see really quick before I figure out what just happened. What happened to the Uzbek? Yep, Uzbek they lost a handful of provinces. Russia's looking good. Russia's looking real good. Oh, and Scandinavia was formed. Did I make a comment about that last time? I don't think I did. Anyways, nonetheless, Scandinavia is here, and they have only a few more provinces to eliminate. We'll have to see exactly what part of. Oh, there you go. I was gonna say I wanted to see where did Scandinavia come. Where do they? I guess lie in terms of alliances in Europe. It seems like they're gonna go with the Nazis. So Germany's looking really powerful with a Scandinavian alliance, an Italian alliance. They still have their Chinese and USA alliances up too. So Western Europe is. Ooh, well, I mean, luckily for France. I mean, we knew that France was allied to the Netherlands. I think we knew about this. There's going to be a huge war building in Europe. Okay, so anyways, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Uzbek lost a bunch of provinces. We have, I think what happened is the British didn't end up taking anything, and instead the British are just going to attack the Saudis. So they pieced out with Iran really quick and then immediately went after the Saudis. So that's going to obviously change around this war. Now the Saudis can probably piece out. Wait a second. So are they allied to each other now? Did they really just get up an alliance like super quick? Or no? I am not entirely sure how that. Oh, you a vassal. You're a vassal. Holy crap. I see. I was so confused. So that way, I get you. The British now control this war because they vassalized all of Iran. That's huge. How are you able to vassalize such a massive country? Wow, I'm really impressed. We don't see things like this in other timeline starts. I've never seen something like this before. Such a huge country just instantly becoming a vassal. That's amazing. Well, the Saudis are not going to be doing well now at this moment. We'll check back in on the Middle East a little bit later, but I do want to check what's going on with the French. The French are getting their butt kicked, I think, to no one's surprise. Yeah, that's not shocking at all, really. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's just going to happen. Things like that are going to happen when you decide to attack China. I don't even know really what they were planning there. What were you thinking? What were you thinking, France? Whoa. Oh, because I'm guessing. Holy crap. Holy crap. What the heck just happened? Okay, so the biggest world war. This is World War III right here. The German-French imperialist war pretty much caused World War III in 1972, August 11th. Well, we're here a few days early, but yeah, I really was not expecting that. That's pretty crazy. So the British are going to be a little bit distracted in the middle of this war. They are not going to be able to help out that much, since they are kind of right now, they're a little bit too focused, I would say, on the Arabian Peninsula. All right, yeah, that's gonna make things kind of interesting. Now the Germans did not call in Scandinavia, which is kind of a big deal. I really thought that they would at this point, but they didn't end up doing it. Now they might a little bit later, though. A little bit later, they might somehow get them to I guess join in, possibly. Okay, well, anyways, nonetheless, this is huge. This is very huge. Now, Germany has pretty much the greatest powers on their side. Oh, wait, China's not involved anymore? Well, China's still fighting France. I see. This is actually who joined Italy and the USA. The USA really won't be doing much unless, of course, they send over their fleets to across the Atlantic. I'm going to go down to speed 3 because this is a very, very big deal. This is a very, very big deal. So, wow, the Germans must have declared that war immediately when the truce was up. They had to have. Now, keep in mind that the Germans do not have a lot of their aggressive expansion with the Balkan states. It's not leveled out just yet. Hungary, Romania is still very upset, but, you know, that's because Germany decided to eliminate a smaller nation. I'm not sure what they're going to do. Who is Latvia allied to? Scandinavia. Okay, so that's going to keep Latvia alive for a little bit longer. I'm not sure for how much, but for a little bit at least. So I imagine that just like we saw last time, Germany's going to just rise up this massive army. Here come the Italians. They're also building up their own army. Problem is, okay, so here comes Spain reinforcing, but where are most of the Spanish troops at? You know, most of Spain, yeah, here they are. There's a 20 stack, there's an 11 stack. Some of them are in Gibraltar, British-controlled Gibraltar. And here come more French and Spanish troops coming up from Africa. So if the Germans are smart, they will eliminate most of the military that France has currently in their country. And by the time those reinforcements come from Africa, there will be no way they can be stopped. I don't believe there are any close... Ooh, there's a little naval battle going on over here. This is going to be close. I do think this is going to be close. Not sure exactly how much Turkey and Iran are going to contribute. This war is still occurring. Okay, so Russia is not technically in this war. Russia is fighting their own war against who? France versus Thailand and China. They're going to lose that. So Russia must be here because the British and the Russians are allied, I imagine, right? Yes, they are. Russia is also allied to Greece. Pretty good alliance for Russia to bring up. But right now, you know, the Saudis are doing okay. Surprisingly enough. Okay, but they're not going to be doing okay for much longer. Wow, there's a lot of troops in the Middle East, which means that back at home, I mean, the Germans might be able to accomplish this. This is going to be still very hard, I think. No matter what, this is still going to be really hard for the Germans because you're talking about 3-4 countries even. I don't know if the British are going to be able to contribute that much, but 3 versus, 2 countries. I don't think Italy is that powerful. But, the Germans are obviously one of the great powers. They're probably in the top 3, maybe even top 2. It's hard to say now between the USA, China, and Germany. It really depends. Here's a big battle that the Germans are going to win. And there's going to be a little battle between, oh my gosh, both with 3-star generals. Let's see who wins this one. Obviously, this would be pretty big if the Germans can win this. They don't have the... Oh, but the Netherlands are coming back. Looks like the Germans, the Italians, everyone's going to be reinforcing possibly here. Nope. The Netherlands decided to stay there. Yep, and that means the Germans will win here because they did reinforce without the Dutch help. The Spanish are not going to be able to compete. Oh, man. So, what will the Germans decide to do? If they are victorious in this war, do they take a bunch from the Netherlands? Do they not take that much and focus on the war goal, the imperialist casus belli used against France? Who knows? Here come a lot of the reinforcements from Africa. Remember, there is a strait crossing here now, so as long as the British hold on to this and the Italians don't, stop this strait crossing, which I don't know. I mean, here's a pretty big naval battle that's going on right off the coast of Sardinia. I imagine that maybe some reinforcements will come. Where does Portugal lie on these? Nothing. Portugal is just allied to Angola. Portugal is going with their own policy of neutrality. Neutrality? Yeah, neutrality. Something like that. Problem with this Italian fleet is that they have no leader, so that is making quite a bit of a difference for the Spanish. So the Spanish will push back Italy, especially without any reinforcements. But Italy will be back, I think. Nonetheless, it will be too late. Oh, Italy did drop a 50 stack. How'd they do that? Oh, because of probably Italian Egypt. Didn't think about that. Probably because of Italian Egypt. And the British still very distracted by the Saudis in the north. Have we come up with a peace deal between China and France? It looks like we have. China probably took a lot there. No, it's right there. -12 war score. China's probably going to be able to do whatever they want because France is going to need to peace out. No, just to get out of this war. They're going to be facing some huge forces, obviously back at home. So they're not going to want to waste time being at war with China. China was not called into the war, still waiting for Scandinavia. Wow, this is exactly World War III. Except this time, the USA decided to side with probably the arguably stronger power in Europe with the Nazi Germans. I don't know. Oh, so they are being blockaded. So the British are doing a little bit here. Are you guys still allied? Yeah, you are. The Canadians are... This is Newfoundland. Yeah, occupied by Germany, which the USA gave to them. They moved through Canadian lands, went after these occupations. They'll probably go after Newfoundland here as well. Actual Newfoundland, right? This is the actual region that's Newfoundland. I don't know what this region is. Is this Ontario? Superstates mod really helped me out a little bit. The previous AI only Superstates mod really helped me out with understanding geography and stuff like that. I guess, no, not really geography, but provinces in Canada. I don't know if this is Ontario, something like that. But it's close by, right? Close by. All right, so clearly, yeah, the Germans are having their way. Now, they are focused more heavily on the French front, not so much worried about the Netherlands. It seems like they haven't really gone after all the occupations. I mean, they could easily occupy all of these lands. And the British just have to sit there and wait because, well, you know what? They might, oh, they only have 5 transport ships. I'd imagine that they've got to have transport ships somewhere around here, but maybe not. Here they come. Here they come to the north. Okay, so now the Germans are going to have to face the British as they cross the English Channel. That's another thing to keep in mind, is that the French have a lot of reinforcements with all these colonies. French, Equatorial Africa. How are they doing? Wow. Liberty Desire is only at 11%. Seems like they've definitely been expanding into Africa. Also, I didn't mention that Angola took a bunch away from the Republic of Congo. So that is something else to kind of keep in mind. Italian, Somaliland's not doing so well. Oh, and there was a peace deal. The British took pretty much half of the Arabian Peninsula. But keep in mind, this is a big wasteland province. Not very well developed, 5 development. Some of the other things are much... Oh my gosh, some of the other things are crazy well developed. So the British really gained a lot of the strength back as we see, and as we continue to see, France and more than likely Spain and the Netherlands, some of the big allied powers, as they continue to lose strength, the British at least will somewhat be able to keep up with the Germans, maybe, potentially, because I'd imagine this is going to be a big victory for the Nazis. It seems that way. Seems like it's going to be a big victory. I don't think anyone's really going to stop them, even if those transport ships do decide to bring some English troops across the channel. I think at this point it's a little bit too late. I mean, how much war score do they have? Only 6. Wow. I'm surprised it's that low. How is it only 6? Well, as soon as they start separate piecing a few nations here and there, I think that they'll probably separate piece the Netherlands very soon. And I guess Germany's not even going to call in Scandinavia. They don't need Scandinavia's help at the moment, I guess. I guess that's what they're going to go with. Still waiting for that Russian-Scandinavian war, which will obviously bring in Germany at some point. If that were to break out right now, that'd be obviously a very unfortunate thing for the Nazis. They would be fighting a 2-front war, just like what happens in regular World War II, historical World War II. But that did not happen. Yeah, that did happen a little bit briefly, right? In this campaign. Jeez, I can't even remember, like 6 videos ago. It wasn't even that long ago, Drew. But yeah, no, that did happen like briefly, very briefly. But it was mainly kind of solo wars with the West, and then the Germans set their sights on the East to help out Japan. I think that's what happened. So yeah, like I said, Italy's not that strong, although they are a little bit more powerful in Africa. I will give them that. That's where I think a lot of their strength resides along. I think in Italian Egypt. But they also might be sending troops down that direction. I think that they're using a lot of their transport ships. Oh, but Spain has now... It looks like Spain has full control over the Mediterranean. They used to just have Western, or at least they were kind of blocking the Strait of Gibraltar, but now we see a huge stack from Spanish ships. Now, that might be one reason why the Germans don't have as much war score as it looks like they would. That could be a big reason. Now, also, is France... I want to know if France, the French capital is sieged. Yes, it looks like it. I don't even know what the French capital is now. It's Paris, right? Oh, okay. Well, that is at least the French capital, but that's not the trade. I mean, is that a thing? Is that a thing? I know that this mod changes some things, but I know that the home trade node capital or whatever, I don't know where that would be at. Yeah, you know what? That might be switched to one of their colonies. Maybe it's in a different continent. Who knows? Maybe that's more effective like that. I know that the trade nodes are obviously all over the place, and I do apologize when I checked over the trade nodes a few videos ago. I didn't check the English channel, which is obviously very, very rich, 163 ducats, as well as I didn't check a part of Eastern Asia, but I'll do that a little bit later. Okay, so Germany really needs to peace out the Netherlands now. They really, really do. They're at 9 war score, so it's better. And when they peace out... Actually, you know what? They might lose war score when they peace out the Netherlands. That might be a very small possibility. And how's France doing? France looks like they are trying their best to kick out the Italians. There's a 62 stack that's kind of running around doing whatever they want. So, yeah, that's obviously a problem. And... are we seeing any more reinforcements? Well, the British are coming. British Nigeria is over here. Who is this? The Saudis? No, that's Iran. Oh, Iran is here. Oh my gosh, look at the Italian Somaliland's not doing well at all. Getting destroyed. I mean, they're trying to accumulate more power. But yeah, British Sudan's kicking butt, and they're giving the occupations to France, obviously, like a good alliance member. But anyways, guys, I'm going to stop right there. We're going to see what happens in the results of World War III. I think we're going to be ending World War III soon, but we'll see if there's any implications, any post implications. Maybe a Russian war will occur. Who knows? Anyways, guys, I'm going to see you guys next time. I will obviously see you guys next time, but it'll probably be tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow.